It's hard to avoid hearing about NFTs these days, and that's because of the amazing stories we keep hearing about them. Just when you think you've heard the last of it, another incredible story comes up. This time, we'll be exploring the story of an Indonesian student who became a millionaire after turning his collection of daily selfies into NFTs. What started as a joke for 22-year-old Sultan Gustav Al-Ghazali has transformed into a $1 million venture. The Indonesian college student began taking daily selfies in 2017, not knowing that this seemingly insignificant hobby would change his life completely. Sultan, who hails from Central Java, began learning about NFTs and found himself deeply interested in the subject. Sultan decided to experiment with NFTs and started this venture by impulsively turning his selfies into NFTs. He did this thinking it would be funny to see his face on other people's collections, and put his photos up for sale in December, not expecting much. However, one celebrity chef, Arnold Pornomo, purchased one of the selfies as an NFT and used it as his profile picture. His collection gained attention and a swarm of people began purchasing the ownership rights to his images. This drove up the demand for NFTs from his collection, and the price of the collection, which is titled Ghazali Every Day, shot up to over $1 million. The NFTs, which are worth close to $1,000 each, were initially priced at just $3, and Ghazali, who was completely stunned by this unexpected fortune, has not even told his parents about the money. Because how do you tell your parents that you made $1 million selling your selfies? For now, Ghazali has continued his ritual of taking daily selfies. Ghazali started this project after being inspired by Noah Kalina's project Every Day, which captures the passage of time by observing the gradual aging of a specific person. Crypto influencers got to work promoting his collection, which ended up raising the price of each selfie to $3,000 each, not to mention the over $100,000 in royalties he has earned from secondary sales as his NFTs have changed hands. In order to add value to the NFTs, Ghazali has added background info to some of the selfies, offering specific details of the events that preceded or followed the selfies. Knowing the internet and the tendency for people to take trolling way too far, Ghazali appealed to the public to treat his photos respectfully in order to hurt his parents. What's even more beautiful is that Ghazali intends to use the money he earned to fulfill his dreams of setting up his own animation studio. Admittedly, there is very little to the selfies besides the theme and the actual selfies. That being said, this shows just how much potential there is for wealth creation in the NFT world. As long as people can connect with your NFTs in some way, they will be willing to purchase them. In fact, there seems to be a sense of urgency about these purchases, as people clamor to own valuable assets in this increasingly digital world. Stories like this one are what makes the world of NFTs so exciting. The possibilities are endless. NFTs can be based on various items that may or may not exist physically. This could range from digital artwork to real-life sketches, even video games, and apparently selfies. Ghazali had hoped to use the collection for a compilation he intended to create after his graduation. He had no grand intentions and didn't even intend to make an artistic statement, but instead wanted to capture his life as it progressed. He would sit in front of his computer every day for his routine selfie. For a while, a lot of mystery has surrounded NFTs, and it seems the only way to truly understand it is to participate in it directly. We've heard incredible stories such as Grimes selling a digital art collection for $6 million, or Beppel's $69 million art piece. What makes NFTs so special is the fact that once you purchase an NFT, you own the entire digital asset. Although Ghazali made his fortune selling his selfies, selfies aren't the only thing that can be sold as NFTs. The NFT minting system is extremely flexible, allowing for the sale and purchase of a variety of assets. This begs the question, how is an asset converted from a basic file to an NFT? This occurs through a process called minting. Minting can take place on a range of blockchains. However, it usually occurs on the Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. Minting involves a simple process on Ethereum where all you need for the process is an NFT-supported Ethereum wallet and an account on an Ethereum-based NFT marketplace. This is typically used for digital graphics and music files. In the case of digital graphics, one simply needs to upload them in file form, and from there, it becomes minted onto the NFT marketplace. As for music, all that is needed is a high-quality MP3 file and an album art of the creator's choice. In this way, almost anything can be uploaded and minted onto any Ethereum-based NFT trading platform. The process is also similar for platforms that rely on non-Ethereum blockchains. However, the most common assets are those in downloadable form. These are what is most commonly recognized as NFTs. They are usually sold to the highest bidder, who is given downloading and limited ownership rights that are similar to copyrights. However, some rights are still reserved for the creator. NFTs aren't just the latest trading craze. They also represent a brewing culture that might just become the next new thing, especially as the world becomes more digital and therefore more connected. NFTs are quickly becoming a status symbol. People who own the unique, minted version of NFTs are using it for bragging rights. NFTs are coming under increased legal scrutiny. This is because none of the bigger NFT trading platforms have addressed the legal restrictions to copyright trading. In fact, none of them enable the sale of NFTs and all related copyrights in an internationally enforceable legal framework. Fortunately, this is being solved quite rapidly. Platforms are being modified in order to allow artists and other creators to sell their work in a safe and lucrative manner, which will include the ownership of a ghost NFT's copyright, meaning they can get compensated for all future transactions. The more we explore the NFT space, the more appealing it becomes to creators. However, the concept of NFTs becomes even more complicated when you consider the added element of online assets. Internet hosting further blurs the lines that define ownership. Online assets became popular when Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet as an NFT. The result was a bidding war that saw the tweet being sold for close to $3 million. Online assets, unlike art and music, which are offline assets, are created on the internet and exist only within their original online ecosystems. This makes the questions surrounding ownership more important, and it makes the concept of ownership itself in better need of definition. The value of NFTs for trade, asset collecting, entertainment, and ownership is limitless. Already, NFTs are being used in virtual worlds as symbols of status and ownership as well as collectibles. NFTs offer creators of all kinds a place of safety where they can share their work and trade without being manipulated or losing their rights as creators. By simplifying the process of trade, NFT trading platforms have become a haven for creators. In a world where duplication reduces the value of creative work, NFTs are a breath of fresh air. Digital ownership makes it so that a more digital asset is vulgarized, the more valuable the original becomes. It doesn't matter how many times a digital object has been shared, screen grabbed, and used. The value of the NFT will either remain the same or increase as a result. And it isn't just individuals that are taking advantage of this. For example, Taco Bell turned 25 taco-themed gifts into NFTs, all of which sold out in half an hour. Now, the company was obviously selling digital tacos as an experiment, but this shows how vast the opportunities offered by digital ownership are. Like Gonzali, we should approach the NFT space with curiosity and hope, but more importantly, we should make things happen in space, no matter how goofy our attempts are.